Right, good morning everybody. It is I actually don't know what day it is out on our site. It is whatever day out on our site today, and we are hoping to get pretty close to finished up here. We don't have very much left.
Dream big, 'cause boy, you're gonna make it. Stand tall, there's a higher road you're taking. Let go of everything that you know and be wild in the mystery. Yeah. I've been in the darkness for 40 days. I've been
Just top caps and grading and cleanup mostly, so we're hoping to get, if not all of that, fixed up today, at least most of it, because tomorrow, Friday, is fishing opener, and as far as me, Blaine, and Alex are considered, that should be a state holiday.
Yes, it should. So the boys plan on busting out a lot of work today. While the boys are getting the trailer cleared, Blaine is getting the next phase of the excavation prepped. He tries to keep the backfill soil separate from the retaining wall blocks that get thrown away. If it's good enough for backfill, he puts it in the bucket of the skid loader so that we can save it to be reused. He uses the offset boom on the mini excavator to get in as tight as he can, but there's still some handwork that has to be done. Carry the face of the wall through to the end, the boys set up a string line, and this will help them limit their excavation outline.
I don't know where I'm going, but I don't want to know a predictable life.
As they build, they make sure they toe in their first course of block.
One step at a time, let the road turn, that's just fine. People ask all the questions, the box you in. To classify your life with the stroke of a pen. Take those old rules, crumple them and throw one out. We're burning that box right now. Mold breakers, movers and shakers. Don't ever silence your voice.
So I gotta sweep all the tops of these blocks off, get the grid to lay flat, and then the next course to lay flat too. It's wild because something like that is enough to throw a course off, and you know, you probably wouldn't realize it with this short of a wall, but say you have a 10-foot wall that you have a little something stuck in between the blocks, might not notice it, but when you get to the top, you're gonna have a...
Every course gets string lined and checked, and every block gets set against the string line, and then that gets checked from both ends. And sometimes you don't like what you see.
I don't know if it's about what we got straightened. It sure doesn't look like it.
Well, we did this one last night.
Just for that ending corner there, because those two back blocks, they're the one that I cut, and the other one, the backs don't line up square.
This looks pretty good down this way, except for those last couple.
Right there. Something's got to go in. No.
Here?
Yeah, but you know what? You got to be careful because you'll crack the fronts out.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, I guess.
Well, I don't want too bad, I guess. You give her another couple.
This way they need to go out then.
This way?
If you come this way,
This one?
right in there, they need. That one look okay?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one needs to go out.
This one?
Yeah. The corner towards me.
They're not looking just for the overall straightness of the wall, but also of the individual blocks.
That one's tippy.
This one?
Yeah.
Remember that little pebble Sam was telling you about?
Yeah, it is. Move that, get that other way, I'll pop it up. Or probably rock on there, right?
Yeah, rocker.
Even though it's a small wall, it can't be left, because if this was a big wall, it would be very bad. And we don't want to get into bad habits on small walls, because those will lead to bad habits on bigger ones. With the course straightened and ready to go, the boys can grab the next pallet of block and get it ready to get thrown up on the wall. Blaine will drop off the pallet of blocks with the boys and get the bucket full of rock so that can be backfilled and prepped so they can carry the course all the way down through the corner. The rock pile's getting a little bigger than what Blaine wants, so he's going to use the Mini X to help control it. While the boys are building up and backfilling, Blaine has got a hammer, chisel, and outside corner. He needs a rough face so it can't be saw cut. He scores it all the way around to create the fracture line before he drives it home. The blocks have to be very carefully set down on courses that have grid to make sure that that grid doesn't get twisted, turned, and no rocks or debris get beneath it and the block above it. And sometimes you think you got it right and find out you don't. He slags off the course, getting it ready for cap. Now, you've seen the boys slag off before, but they can't slag off on the wall if there's grid on that course. So that's when they opt to slag off onto the pallets.
Keep forgetting I gotta keep my phone in my back pocket.
I do too.
I cracked it good yesterday.
You did?
Yeah. I gotta find out if it's still under warranty, because I ain't gonna be like, yo, Stan, you get me a new phone, dude.
Pants on that has this pocket, so I keep it there. But last a couple years ago, didn't have that pocket, and I put it in my back. I jumped in there and
Crunch.
My phone, I was literally the speaker and the phone part didn't work, so you always had to be on speakerphone.
That's what mine's the same way. I can barely hear when it's up here.
Dude, his screen fell off, but was
Yeah.
like still connected enough for it to work. It was just like,
Yeah, I had to just go get a new phone.
When we were
you did 4 phones in 4 months, didn't you? A little under.
To get this wall to height, the boys still have an outside corner that they've got to base out and build up. This is where they'll need that hand chisel block. Motorized compaction equipment is not allowed within 3 feet of the backside of the wall, so everything has to be compacted by hand, or Blaine's feet. The rule is a minimum of 12 inches of rock from the backside of the block into the cut of the bank. But more is better. Less is not. The boys have caps to cut and debris to clear, but they need the concrete saw to run to do that. Looks like they're having a bit of a problem.
All right, the other two are at Versalock getting caps and geogrids so we can finish up this wall. And I am stopping at Stan's. We need a different concrete saw because that steel 420 is not wanting to work for us. So going to the tried and true. This thing, amazing, amazing. It's great for caps. It's great for anything. Hi, Lucy baby. Hi, sweet girl. Oh yes, look at you. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I'll be right back out, okay? Charged-ish up. I don't know, nobody ever charges these batteries up when they're done with them. There we go. Grab a couple. That's good. Get one of those charging up.
We don't allow any gapping in our cap blocks. It's not a structural issue, it's more for aesthetics. But if there happens to be a radius in a wall, that means every single cap has to be cut. Now in this case, it's just a weird 90-degree corner, but it's got a weird 90-degree cut that has to be done.
Those are going to be the cuts.
So at the last minute, Sam decided to grab the Milwaukee battery-powered chop saw as well as the DeWalt, just in case. I think he just likes playing with power tools.
All right, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. He hollers, let him know. All right, Milwaukee it is.
Here's my 2 cents on battery-powered chop saws. They're awesome. I thought they'd be junk. No, they are awesome. I don't care if it's Milwaukee or DeWalt, they're just good. Before the boys can cap though, they're going to finish backfilling and they're going to use the native soils to bring it up to the bottom of the cap height. They step the wall up to match the grade behind it. So as the grade increases, they add one more course to match that increase. Now these are a solid block, but they do get pinned. Then just to make sure the pins are locked, they're given a little tug. With the cap going on, the excavator can go home. The caps get laid out and dry fit on top of the wall. Then they get flipped up and prepped for the glue. A thin even bead gets laid out across the top of the block so it doesn't squish out and run down the face.
right, everybody. We just glued our last cap and our wall is done. So here we go.
The wall is done, but the backfilling isn't. So the next step is to bring in black dirt and make sure that all of the grades flow together.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree.
So the black dirt doesn't get dumped in the driveway because we don't want it contaminated with any of the chipped up asphalt or concrete from the surface below.
Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Look at that nice black dirt. Oh, grab that, he's gonna hit it. The rake.
Alright guys, well that's our video for today. If you like this video, just let me know by hitting the like button or saying something down below, and hopefully we will catch you on another one. God bless, go get them. And please hit that subscribe button. And there's one last detail that I'm going to let Sam tell you about that we completely forgot.
I can't believe it. We almost forgot the most crucial, important part of this entire wall. So we got B for Blaine. Alex, Sam, $5, $7, $20. That's what's going to hold the entire wall together after we leave.